Welcome. This is James Dewar, your host of the San Antonio Entertainment Show. And today we're going to talk about Texas barbecue. And we have the expert. We have Bruce Finley, and he's with B&B Smokehouse. And you are the expert. I mean, how many years have you been involved, Bruce?
I've been cooking barbecue over 35 years. And if you go back to my parents' place, which was on the same property, in 1958 they opened. And they told me this actually not long ago, maybe they're both passed away now, but 10 years ago, they said, "Oh yeah, you were right there in the playpen, right behind the counters. They're selling hamburgers,
yeah,
barbecue."
So that was our early age. So this is Bruce Finley of B&B Smokehouse, and you're in you're in the South San Antonio,
Deep South Side, off Southwest Military on Pleasanton Road.
Pleasanton, okay.
Brand new building there for those who hadn't seen it. It's gorgeous, plenty of parking, plenty of room to eat. Unlike the old place, which was quaint. A lot of people liked it, but it was tough to work in. It was very hot in the kitchen.
Right.
The place was kind of falling apart, and the last year was really a lot of problems with it falling apart generally. Yeah.
But now you've gone from a 1,200 foot to a brand new 5,600 square foot facility.
Absolutely. Gorgeous. The air conditioning works. All that.
So tell me, what time do you have to wake up in the morning to start briskets and all that?
Well, it starts early. The prep crew gets there. I have 80 employees.
How many?
80.
80
employees.
Wow, we appreciate what you do for San Antonio.
Well, no, it's I just paid payroll, funded payroll, so it's expensive. You know? Anyway, they get there at 6 a.m. Pit people, same way. Get there at 6. We have 2 large pits, cooked over oak wood.
Okay, oak. Where do you get the oak from? Hill country area? Or?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of oak there.
Yeah.
That's no longer standing.
Right.
No, it's
so you get the stuff that's kind of. I got some of that at my ranch. Maybe I'll sell you some. We'll make a deal right now, Bruce. I'll get you some.
The funny thing is, do you come out and cut it down? No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll cut it. That's the only exercise I get. I go out there on the weekends and I mainly cut cedar. I eradicate cedar.
Cedar's good.
Yeah.
Oh no, not.
Yeah, cedar's bad.
I'm thinking for mesquite. But
yeah, mesquite's good too. We got mesquite too, but not like the oak trees.
Cedar's terrible.
But you prefer cooking in oak?
Well, it's a regional wood, and you want to use regional. It's plentiful. I'd go broke trying to bring in hickory or other woods like that.
Right.
Apple wood. You want to use what's available. Toward Laredo, towards Southwest, you see a lot of mesquite,
right?
Because they have it. That's what they have. Toward Lockhart, Houston, you have a lot of post oak, Spanish oak, maybe further south. So you use what you have.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I would recommend the backyard griller to do the same. Here in San Antonio, there's that pecan tree that's always dropping limbs.
Right.
Use it. It's a great wood. That's my favorite, actually.
And that's what I have. I have oak on one side. I got this little structure for holding firewood. And on one side I have oak, and the other side I have pecan.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I you know what? I'm still letting the pecan, because we had a tree that we had to take down, and we cut it up. So how long does it take for that to get ready to really be good on the fire?
Yeah, very good question. That's called green wood when it's cut down, and it takes about 6 months of just sitting there. It can get rained on. You can turn the hose on it, but just to dry out, sitting 6 months.
And does it need to be split to be drying out, or you can let it?
No, it doesn't need to be split.
Okay.
It may dry out or season or cure quicker if it is split, but I wouldn't go to that hassle of splitting it just for that fact.
Okay, just wait.
Just wait.
Wait.
You got to wait for the good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I got my maul. You know what a maul is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody out there that don't know what a maul is like a axe, but it has a real heavy weight, and it's more of like a wedge, like a swinging wedge.
Yeah.
And
kind of dangerous, so be careful.
It is. Well, I wear my safety glasses, and I got a tourniquet I keep in my pocket.
Not a bad idea.
So my son and I, we were practicing doing the tourniquet, and we all did that before we had a beer, so we didn't want to, didn't want to forget the tourniquet on.
Not with them all. Yeah.
But yeah, but that is fun, and it is interesting. 6 months, so I'm coming on a couple months away from that period.
Yes.
So,
good.
So pecan. When do you use pecan? If you have the choice, when do you use pecan? When do you use oak?
Just it's all up to taste buds.
Okay.
So, and that's my favorite. I grew up with pecan, that smell of pecan wood, and that little 55-gallon drum that was cut in half with the hinge on the back.
Right.
I think everybody had one of those in the backyard. And I just remember that smell and the taste. Of course, people don't want you cutting down the pecan trees. That's why you don't see a lot of people using pecans.
Right.
Pecan tree wood.
Yeah, and oak. Oak you can usually find. I mean, there's lots of dead oak around that you can pretty much harvest it, and we don't want to be like California and everything go up. So I try to clean up the place and get the. I don't ever cut down an oak tree. There's always limbs that are dead that are hanging that you can. They're drying themselves.
Exactly.
Pretty cool.
Exactly.
You just go there and slice it up with a chainsaw and get them all out. So you use them all every morning at 6 a.m. then, right?
No, we get our wood delivered by a nice company out of Helotes.
Okay.
And they come and they stack it, and we get a lot of wood, probably 2 loads, probably a full cord a month.
Okay.
Oak, and it's split. Mm-hmm. And it's just right. Yeah.
And so is that what I'm assuming that all barbecue places use wood is there places that like use gas or whatever do that nonsense?
There's people that use maybe an electric pit, which is just not the same. You need live flame.
Okay.
To really barbecue, and then the embers that are burned down.
You use live flame, but I thought you do a lot of indirect heating where you have the fire pit.
I'm not talking about grilling.
Okay.
So yeah, there's the wood. You got to look in there and see it actually burning, and that smoke goes through the chamber.
Okay.
And it'll reach the wood. Yeah.
So you do want a good flame in the part where you have the wood.
You want the log to burn. In other words, when you're done with that log, that's secondary combustion is where you see flame. So when you're done, there will simply be ashes there that you'll get out. You have to have that for real barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is we're going to hold you over for one more episode. We got about a minute left. Let's tell people where you're located and how to get a hold of you.
Okay, real easy. We're on the south side of town, 2619 Pleasanton Road. You can go to bbsmokehouse.com. It'll have a map there, our menu. Click on, I think it says, look at the menu on the website. And, we serve about 1,200 people a day. And we just love our customers. And what can I say? It's a fun business. It's not for sissies, though.
Yeah.
So don't think about getting into the restaurant business.
It is tough. Really. And it probably really was tough growing up and being in that little 1,200 square foot hot barbecue place. And
well, when you're young, you can handle it,
right?
And I think everything is fun. But when I'm a little older, it's like I've done it for 35 years, so it's a handful. Yeah,
okay. Well, Bruce, stay with us. We'll have you right on the next segment, and we'll talk about different cuts of meat. We'll talk about different types of barbecue.
Great.
You're the expert, and I want you to tell our listeners.
That's what I tell my wife. I'm the expert.
There you go. We'll be right back.